I didn't know what to expect when I set foot in Akihabara's newest gaming shop, Surugaya Specialty Store. As with Retro Game Camp, I anticipated a shop that preyed on nostalgic customers. What I found was a place with great prices and very good selection. In a small corner, I found arcade cartridges for the Neo Geo MVS. These are almost always cheaper than AVS home cartridges. Metal Slug X is $110, a good deal compared to the original Metal Slug 2 that goes for $500 or more. One of the rarest games in the shop was Maximum Carnage, a common game by US standards, but the Japanese Mega Drive version sells for about $5,000. I was shocked to see a loose N64 for $75, a high price even in Akihabara, but it's an American console. Alongside complete N64 games were some 64DD titles like SimCity 64 at $26 and Doshin the Giant for $45. You'll have to spend $1,000 on the disk drive though. The 32X has become quite rare in Japan, so it will cost you $190. That's about the same as this CIB Virtual Boy from North America. To go with it are some uncommon Japanese Virtual Boy games like Atlus's Jack Bros at $55. I'm holding Nakayama Miho no Tokimeki High School, an early Square production released 2 weeks before Final Fantasy. It's a Famicom Disk System game priced at $9. Clock Tower is scary as hell and never came out stateside. The Super Famicom version is $75. Atari products are somewhat rare in Japan, and this shop had a CIB Jaguar for $600. $9 for Super Mario World is very reasonable, particularly in Akihabara. Here's a $30 copy of Killer Instinct for the SNES. That's next to a loose Mario Kart at the same price, much more expensive than the Japanese version. But if you want to play them, you can buy a CIB Super Nintendo for $240. This copy of the original Mega Man is slightly more expensive than what I found at Trader, but it's not unfair at $47. $28 for a CIB Mega Man 5 is very competitive, as is Super Contra for $36. And for Tokyo, a boxed copy of Super Metroid is cheap at $54. Japanese copies of Sega games are becoming very collectible, reaching prices higher than their American counterparts. Thankfully, Star Wars Arcade for the 32X is just $16, and somehow, someway, imported copies of Sega CD games made it to this store. A Model 2 Mega Drive without any cords is $45. Surugaya definitely had the cheapest copy of Mother 3 in all of Tokyo, priced as low as $41. You'll never see Ikaruga this cheap, it's just $43. Nor will you ever get as good a deal on Fire Emblem Path of Radiance at $47. Meanwhile, the original Metal Gear 2 for the MSX is $300, which isn't as high as the very original Metal Gear, which is now $440. I think the CIB copy of Mega Man X2 is a bit overpriced at nearly $90, but it's still cheaper than an American loose cartridge. Surugaya Specialty Store refreshed my belief that Akihabara still has great deals on video games. You just need to hustle to find them all. Of course, to find the best prices on games, you need to look around. The thing you're looking for is always cheaper somewhere else. Thanks for watching, and mahalo.